Stacks of ivory impounded at the port of Mombasa. Every pair once belonged to an animal that makes the big five, the magnificent elephant. The sheer amount of the collection impounded regularly is a grim reminder of the growing ivory trade. And at the coast, the Kenya's tourism industry is alarmed.
Let me put it this way. The Kenya coast is purely riding on the goodwill of wildlife. We are piggy riding, we are actually taking advantage of the wildlife. Without wildlife, will be nothing.
Kenya is one of only 6 or 7 countries that boast the availability of the big five in their natural setting. That is, the elephant, the rhino, lion, leopard, and the buffalo. This has always given Kenya's hoteliers along the sandy beaches a unique selling point.
Wildlife becomes the puller. So you're going to Kenya to see wildlife, and then by extension, after you're doing your safari and you're tired and you want to relax, instead of going to another country, then you can come to the Kenya coast. That's how it works.
But that selling point is now under threat. The population of the African elephant has drastically reduced over the years. Government figures estimate that poachers killed 384 elephants in 2012, and this year 183 elephants had been slaughtered by July. The First Lady described this as a recipe for instability and poverty. Hoteliers couldn't agree more.
It directly impacts on us because then the tourism numbers go down, or the tourists come very concerned about what safari experience they're going to have in Kenya. And of course, tourism is very competitive within the region. Therefore, it doesn't reflect very, very well.
Specialists estimate that if this decline goes on unchecked, then elephants will be extinct in 15 years. Unfortunately, poachers target not just elephants. Kenya's lion and rhino are also very endangered.
So the moment you lose your wildlife, it means you know how to fight it out as a beach destination with 41 other countries. Sri Lanka, Thailand, Hawaii, all these beautiful Caribbean countries would now be, including Dubai, which gives you shopping in return. Now, will we be able to compete with these other destinations when it comes to beach? Certainly not.
The biggest culprit in the thriving ivory trade is Kenya's new best friend, China, which has received a lot of flack for funding illegal ivory trade. Leaked internal Chinese documents have shown how 121 tons of ivory from its own official stockpile could not be accounted for. This is equivalent to the tusks from 11,000 elephants. This high demand is due to a widespread belief in the Far East that ivory from the elephant and rhino has medicinal value and an aphrodisiac. China has recently agreed to help Kenya fight poaching, but tourism players are guarded in their optimism. The demand is to see as much commitment as the country has given to drug trade.
Because they execute drug dealers. They actually execute the corrupt in China. So the same should apply, so that this person does not have a chance to repeat the act again.
The Hands Off Our Elephants campaign is aimed at stopping the poaching of the elephants, but keeping big ears alive is not just about conservation.
Kenya is one of the few countries that actually has its natural resources as a tourist attraction. It's everyone's responsibility to make sure that we keep our heritage.
The iconic elephant tusks are to Mombasa what the KICC is to Nairobi, or what the Eiffel Tower is to Paris, France. And if we can't get the poachers and ivory traders to keep their hands off our elephants, then soon the elephants will go the way of the mammoth, and all we'll have left are symbols like this to remind us how the lovely elephant once might have looked like. Ferdinand Omondi, KTN, Mombasa.